Welcome to another episode. We have the top agent, my teammate. We work as a team. A lot of people on social media think we are opposition, but we are actually a team. We've been working as a team for going on 5 years now.
Yeah.
And we've got an insightful podcast on Kaylee's journey, part-time to full-time, the ins and outs, and how she became a top agent for 4 years running, or how we became a top agent at our company for 4 years running. So why don't you like, why don't you follow, why don't you subscribe? So why don't you introduce yourself to the camera over there?
Yes.
And then we'll get going.
100%. So yeah, my name is Kaylee, and just like Taine said, I've been his teammate now going on 5 years, nearly 6 years, and yeah, what can I say? It's been a journey, and I've loved every moment of it. Just growing from strength to strength, and yeah, more is in the tank.
More is in the tank. So if you're looking to sell your home, numbers right there. So why don't you contact us for the best property valuations and sales ever. So let's get into the first question is, what's a belief about real estate that we had 5 years ago that we completely disagree with today?
I think for me personally, it's definitely the fact that you can't do this part-time. I think I came into the real estate career thinking that I could juggle 2 careers at once, and yeah, I just realized pretty soon that it wasn't going to work out, and real estate became so much more demanding than I thought. But I realized that this is what I love doing so much, and for me to grow, I needed to step away from doing 2 things and focus on one thing solely and make this my thing. And just to touch on, I actually came out of personal training into real estate. I studied to become a biokineticist, and I worked in the gym, and I was doing 2 jobs, and I just couldn't wake up in the morning and do my training and still have all that energy in me to join hands with Taine at like our first viewing at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I just felt like I was being torn at, both ends, and it was really tiring me out. So anyone coming into real estate that is doing it part-time alongside another job, guys, you need to really decide on what you want to set your heart at and do that one thing properly. Go all the way.
No, it's a good point. I think a lot of people, and I think in your case, maybe you can elaborate, is obviously being in real estate, you only earn a commission is probably the biggest thing. You don't actually get a set salary.
Yes.
And I remember when we were first starting, the nervous aspect in your thing was earning, currently with personal training, you're earning a good salary, but now am I going to be selling every month to actually earn more than what I'm actually earning now?
Sure. Yeah. It was almost like I only broke away when I knew real estate was my thing, and with commission, it's dicey. I think anyone coming into a commission earning job, you've got that doubt in your mind where am I even going to earn this month? But with our success and how well we did so soon, I was just so confident that this was my thing, and we were going to own it. And it was a risk, but what I'm earning today is probably triple, if not triple, quadruple. It's a no-brainer. And I think if you're consistent enough, you can earn every month, and you can earn every week.
Literally. I think a massive disbelief that I had was a lot of people said selling 1 home a month is good enough, and that's a lot. And I think from being in real estate now full-time for 5 years going on, we've realized that 4 or 5 is not even enough because of standards that we've set ourselves. And I think one of the things that when I talk to people and they're like, how many houses did you sell this month? And I say, well, X amount. They're like, but my friend can only sell 1 house every 3 months. And I think that's also the difference between being full-time and loving what you do and being passionate with what you do and using the tools that you've been given to actually sell more than the average that's actually been there.
100%. And I think another thing that I sort of was led to believe that because we were young, that we wouldn't succeed.
It's true.
I sort of, in my mind, thought we're the youngest coming into this game, and are people even going to trust us? So I think we really proved a point that it doesn't matter how young you are. If you know your stuff, and if you've got the skills and the knowledge and the backing, trust can be gained very quickly. And
it can.
It's not about your age. It's about what you know.
No, definitely. Now going on 5 years, and especially in this industry, we see a lot of agents come in, they sell a few, and then it goes completely dry and they quit. So what separates the agents who make it past 5 years from the ones who quit in their first year?
I think it's people that maybe are after like a quick commission. And I think if you're in it for quick success, in immediate results, I don't think you're really going to succeed. So I think you've got to have the vision, and you've got to really see into the future. You've got to be for the long-term benefits, not the quick commission. There's no secret behind real estate. It's not about, I don't know, like one social media post or one script or one phone call that's going to set you up for fame, and that's going to be, amazing. It's really getting in there and getting stuck in, and also doing the basics and doing the boring stuff. It's all those boring things that compound over time, and I think don't chase those quick success moments, commission. We always joke around with the clients and say we're not about commission.
Which we're not, and they look at us quite funny.
They look at us squiff because
do.
they're like, oh, you guys, you're just saying that, but it's really not about that. It's about forming relationships and just in it for the long haul.
I think building success on relationships and not on money will get you far in life, rather than building it on money and then building the relationships on that. Unfortunately, no seller or buyer owes us anything, and we need to go to them with a service and say, we're willing to give you the best service at the best rate, and we want to build a long-term future where if your friends or family want to sell, that will be the first person you call and not some other agent. And I think what's made us go past 5 years and hopefully going to be a very long time after that is building relationships with clients and giving them the best possible experience after them having a terrible experience with a real estate agent. For sure. And I think it's just some advice for newer agents coming into this. And you say, like, the people that last 5 years, I think we overestimate what we can do in a month. But if we're looking at 4 or 5 years, I think that's where the true greatness comes. What you can accomplish in 5 years, as opposed to thinking you're gonna really set yourself up in a month. It's all about long-term results. Exactly. So if you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice on your first day in real estate, what would it be?
I actually always remember when Taine first joined real estate. He was the keenest bean ever, and I think if anything, Taine is a true inspiration on how you should really come into real estate. But I think for me, not sweating the small stuff, and not spending so much time on the little things and trying to be a perfectionist, trying to make the perfect post, trying to, spend hours on one agreement, or really, like, I was a little bit of a perfectionist, and I did things by the book, and I soon realized that, there are people involved here, and I don't need to be some robot perfectionist and spend hours on one thing. I think, Taine, what you did, what I should have done is building my personal brand from the get-go. I should have maybe started my TikTok and all of that jazz right from the onset. Even if I didn't have value to add, it would have been nice just to put yourself out there. You're not selling something necessarily, but people build trust, especially the people that they see often. I mean, we walk into viewings, and the first thing people are saying is, Taine, hey, you're the guy on TikTok running and speed touring. And so I think I think one thing maybe I did, which I should have maybe, not have done, is putting my own emotions first and feeling nervous or a little bit scared, and putting my clients first and putting our brand first. It's so much more. We're selling homes on TikTok, guys.
Literally. Actually, most of our homes are sold off social media now.
I know. I mean, it's crazy. So I think those are maybe the things that I should have focused on a little bit more. Yeah.
I think from seeing your journey of since you started social media like fully now and taking videos, you can see the impact that it's had on the houses we list. The views we get, the client base that we build up. And the nice thing about it is that if you build your social media brand, you've got a whole following behind you that's actually waiting for content to be put out. Like we have people now saying, when is the next video being put out? When is the next house being put out? Do you have a video coming out in Hillcrest or Kloof or Pinetown? So the beautiful thing about building your own social media brand is you've got all these followers waiting for you and at your fingertips waiting to see what you're going to put out, not on Property 24, but on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
It's massive when you're putting yourself out there, the respect you get from people and just that you become known. You can't be hiding in the dark. If you're not putting yourself out there, people don't know that you're doing real estate. You shouldn't be nervous. You should just be confident, and even if it feels awkward at start, you got to get going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's more important to long-term success in real estate? Skill, consistency, or relationships?
Sure, I think it's a mixture, but for me it would be relationships. I think just your longevity in real estate, it's those relationships that get you referrals. I think one day, we want to pride ourselves in, getting a bit more referrals from people.
So why don't you contact us? We're waiting.
I think with, you say skills and
consistency.
And consistency, I think you can sort of develop those over time. You're always learning things. You're trying to wake up every day to be consistent. I think those things you can work on every day, but I think relationships is a massive one. I think sometimes when you walk into a room, it's your reputation that's walking in before you. And it's so important that the people that that you've done business for, they're proud of you, and they're happy to share you and what you've done to a family friend, and just get your name out there in a positive way. Nobody wants to know that we're the worst. We want to know we're the best.
Exactly.
And it only comes from past experiences that people have had with you.
I think by building relationships and building trust with clients, you start to realize that you'll get a lot more referrals. People start talking about you more. People start saying, well, Taine and Kaylee sold my house in a month when other people couldn't do it. And I think by building those relationships and those trust constantly, and trust is so easy to be broken. One wrong move, one wrong mistake, you can cause a massive ripple effect into somebody actually using you in the future. And I think that's what we've realized, is that clients are a bit like glass, that you got to be so gentle with them that if you break them, they will make sure that no one in their family or friends ever use you again.
I think one wrong move, and that's like you said, you've really got to be so careful how you deal with people, and you got to nurture those relationships, and just even your database. I think and your database is formed over so many years. You don't wake up one day and you've got a database. And that ties in with consistency over time. So you can study every degree, I think, under the sun, and you think you're smarty pants. But I think in real estate, your database and the relationships you formed over time. With being in real estate for nearly 5-6 years, we're still in touch with the people that we've sold properties to when we first started. And it's those healthy relationships that definitely make this a pleasure. And just we meet so many people every day, and we've got to put our best foot forward.
Definitely. Well, you heard it here first. From being part-time to being full-time,
Yes.
from full-time to being 4 years running as the top agent in the company. You really see how success is built on relationships and built on consistency, day in, day out, and keeping your database close to you. But if you want to contact us, Kaylee, why don't you plug your email and your number there?
I'm definitely going to be doing that. I don't know where to point,
you can
but
look at them,
there we
camera.
go. You are going to contact me today if you want to sell your house or buy a house.
Exactly.
And my Instagram, my TikTok, and all that jazz is going to come up on the screen right now. So please feel free to contact us today.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, we don't have a lot of time, but we will make time for you.
Exactly. There's always time for you. Just like Bafana, there's always time to watch Bafana.
There we go.
So why don't you follow,
Awesome.
why don't you subscribe, and why don't you contact us? Remember, we're a team, we're not enemies.
Yeah.
And then, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks
a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.